You know that feeling when a conversation seems totally fine, but something in your gut says it isn't? The other person is nodding, smiling, saying absolutely or sounds great, but something is missing. You just can't name it. Here's the thing. Your brain actually caught something in that moment. A flicker of tension, a shift in posture, a pair of eyes that didn't quite smile. You just didn't know the language yet. Today, we're going to learn that language. Our goal isn't to manipulate anyone. Our goal is to actually see the person in front of us, to understand them clearly, honestly, and without them needing to say a single word. First up, the facial signal that exposes hidden emotions in less than 1/5 of a second. The face that can't lie. In the 1960s, psychologist Paul Ekman made a discovery that changed everything. He found that across every culture on Earth, from college students in San Francisco to remote tribes in Papua New Guinea, people use the exact same 7 facial expressions for the same emotions: happiness, sadness, anger, fear, disgust, contempt, surprise. These are hardwired into our brains. They are universal, and they are impossible to fake for long. When we try to suppress an emotion, it leaks through the face anyway, sometimes for as little as 1/25 of a second. That is called a micro-expression. Here are the 3 you need to watch for right now. First, the inner eyebrows. When they pull together and go up, that is real distress or grief, even if the mouth is smiling. Second, the upper lip. Did one corner pull back for a flash? That is contempt. It means, I don't respect this. Third, the eyes. Genuine happiness crinkles the corners of the eyes. A forced smile is perfectly shaped, but the eyes are empty. Once you see the difference, you can never unsee it. Face covered. Now let's talk about where people's eyes actually look and what that direction tells you before they even speak. Where eyes go, the mind follows. Think about the last time you felt truly heard. Not just listened to, but really seen. I'd bet anything they didn't take their eyes off you. Eye contact is one of the oldest trust signals we have. It says, you have all of my attention right now. In a world where the average person checks their phone 96 times a day, that kind of presence is shockingly rare. But it's not just about how much they look, it's about what the eyes do. Eyes drifting to the door mid-conversation, part of that person is already gone. Eyes dropping just before they say something important. Something is about to shift. Pay attention. A blink rate that suddenly slows right down. That person is processing something deeply or hiding something. You can use this too. Slow your own blink slightly. Hold your gaze a beat longer than feels automatic. Not a stare, just presence. You'll feel the mood of the conversation change almost instantly. Eyes done, next is the part of the body almost nobody thinks to watch, and it is the most honest thing in the room. Where the feet point, the heart already is. Quick question. Think about the last time you were stuck in a conversation you desperately wanted to escape. A work event, a family dinner, or that one coworker cornering you by the coffee machine. You were nodding, smiling, acting interested, but your feet were already pointed at the exit, weren't they? We learned to manage our faces. We learned to control our voices, but nobody ever told us to control our feet. Both feet squared towards you, they're with you. One foot angled slightly outward, a part of them is already left. In a group, feet reveal the social map. Watch who people open their stance toward. Look for that small gap in the circle. That is the person they actually want to include in the conversation. Posture works the same way. Open chest, relaxed shoulders, they're comfortable. Arms crossed, shoulders curling inward, they're protecting themselves from something. Maybe from something you just said. That isn't a failure, that's data. Adjust accordingly. Now, I want to show you a move that creates instant connection, and you've been doing it your whole life without realizing it. Mirroring, the silent language of trust. Ever sat across from someone and realized you're both doing the same thing? Both leaning left, both holding your chin the same way? That is called mirroring, and it is one of the most powerful biological, true connection signals we have. When people feel aligned, their bodies synchronize. Your nervous system is saying, I understand you, we're on the same side. Negotiation research shows that people who naturally mirror each other are significantly more likely to reach an agreement. First dates with mirroring, much higher chance of leading to a second date. You can use this consciously, but there's one rule. Don't copy individual movements. That gets weird fast. Instead, match the broad strokes, their energy levels, their lean, their pace. If they're slow and quiet, slow down. If they're animated and forward, match that energy. Do this gradually, naturally over a few minutes, and you'll see something amazing happen. The other person starts to feel understood without knowing why. The chat becomes easy, comfortable, safe. You know that magnetic charm people can't quite describe? That's just you paying attention in a way most people never do. One signal left, the most overlooked one on the list, and it reveals stress before anyone admits to it. The body under pressure, jaw, breath, and what they reveal. Think of the last time you were stressed but trying not to show it. A tough exam, a hard conversation you'd been putting off, waiting for a result that really mattered. Before you said a single word, your body already knew and it was already broadcasting. The jaw is one of the first places we hold suppressed emotion. When someone is angry but trying to stay professional, or scared but trying to look calm, the jaw muscles clench. You'll see this as a subtle squaring of the lower face, a slight hardening. It's easy to miss until you know to look for it. Breathing is even more telling. Relaxed people breathe from the belly, slow, deep, shoulders still. Stressed people breathe from the chest, short, shallow, shoulders rising with every breath. Watch someone's collar during a hard conversation. Watch the shoulders. That alone tells you almost everything. And here's the real reason this matters. This isn't about catching people in a lie. It's about meeting them where they actually are, not where they say they are. A colleague with a tight jaw before a meeting isn't hiding something sinister, they're scared. Knowing that lets you soften the room, slow down, ask the one right question that opens everything up. That isn't a superpower, that's just empathy combined with a skill set. Let's put it all together. The face flashes real emotion in a fraction of a second. Watch the inner eyebrows, the upper lip, and whether the eyes are actually smiling. The eyes tell you where attention really is and when something is about to shift. The feet reveal where the mind went before the mouth could catch up. Mirroring builds trust faster than any opening line. Match the energy, not the moves. And jaw tension plus shallow breathing, that's someone who needs space and safety, even if they won't ask for it. None of this makes you a mind reader. It makes you a better listener. The most charismatic people in any room aren't the loudest or the most impressive. They're the ones who make everyone around them feel genuinely seen. Here's your challenge for tonight. At your next meal, your next meeting, or your next conversation, put the phone away and just watch. Don't analyze, don't judge, just notice. The feet, the jaw, the eyes. You'll be amazed at what people are already telling you. Let's build this awareness together. See you in the next one.